The Witcher 4 is coming and Ciri is the new protagonist. Geralt is returning and CD Projekt Red is building this thing at the start of a brand new trilogy. So we're about to break down everything we know about The Witcher 4, from the story and gameplay to the details of the new engine, tech and release window, so let's get straight into it. So CDPR has confirmed that The Witcher 4 won't release before 2027, that's the earliest. Some sources even believe that it could slip into 2028 depending on development progress. This means we're most likely looking at next gen consoles, PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox. CDPR themselves have said, even though we do not plan to release The Witcher 4 by the end of 2026, we are still driven by this financial goal. Now here's where it gets interesting. Microsoft is also rumored to be dropping its new Xbox console and handheld in 2027, so The Witcher 4 could launch right alongside that tech. There's also a chance it could have a cross-gen release like Cyberpunk 2077, maybe a version for PS5 and Xbox Series X, with Nintendo Switch 2 being a wild card, as Witcher 3 did make it to the original Switch, but a Ciri-led Witcher 4 with Unreal Engine 5 technology might likely also come to the Nintendo Switch 2. So in terms of story, the main character and where this game fits into the timeline, this is officially the first game in a brand new trilogy and picks up after the events of The Witcher 3. This time the lead is Ciri. Executive producer Malgorzata Mitrega said Ciri is the very organic, logical choice. She's no longer a side character, this is her story now. Ciri's arc is all about becoming a Witcher by choice, owning that path instead of running from her destiny. Expect a journey that explores her fears, her strengths, and what it really means to become a monster hunter. Now let's talk about Geralt. He's back, voiced again by Doug Cockle, the legend himself. Geralt will appear in The Witcher 4. However, his role in the story remains to be a tight-lipped secret. But we do know that even in the books, Geralt shows up over 100 years after the events of The Witcher 3, so his presence in the timeline makes sense, and maybe, just maybe, we may even get to play as Geralt, maybe for a few missions, just how we got to play as Ciri in The Witcher 3. Okay, now let's talk about the gameplay mechanics and tools this game is going to be using, as Ciri's playstyle is the thing that's going to set this game apart. Now Ciri doesn't fight like Geralt, she's faster, more nimble, and doesn't use signs the same way. She's a source, she has different powers, mutagens, and her own approach to monster hunting. The trailer showed her with a chain weapon, and yes, that tool will be usable in gameplay. Combat is expected to be much more fluid, with a stronger emphasis on speed, mobility, and strategy. Now the map size will be similar to The Witcher 3, but far more expansive, reactive, and story driven. Player choices will matter way more this time around. That's really saying something, as The Witcher 4 is also going to be leaning deeper into RPG elements. This won't be a quantity over quality experience. CDPR is going more focused, more refined, and more meaningful with their approach to this game. So expect monster hunting that adapts to how you prepare, more tools, more experimentation, and environments that respond to your decisions. Now for one of the most exciting parts, how CD Projekt Red is building this game and the tech behind it. Production officially started in October 2024 with 400 developers. That's more than The Witcher 3 ever had. Pre-production began in 2020, making this one of the CDPR's longest lead-ups ever. They're building Witcher 4 in a custom Unreal Engine 5 framework in close partnership with Epic Games and Nvidia. This isn't just Unreal out of the box. CDPR is developing custom tools, including Turbo Tech, a rendering system built to eliminate bottlenecks and stutter originally used in Cyberpunk, and also something called Jarly, a facial animation lip sync system designed to bring performances to life. Witcher 4 is being used as a flagship showcase for Unreal Engine 5, and Epic is working closely with them to fine-tune it. Everything they're building here will also be used for The Witcher 1 remake, so this tech is CDPR's foundation going forward, and they're only going to expand upon this over time when we get to The Witcher 5 and Witcher 6. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about Cyberpunk here, how CDPR is learning from that rocky launch. CDPR knows how bad the launch was, and they've said they're taking every lesson from that disaster and applying it here. Their new approach includes a let it cook mentality, so no rush deadlines, scope planning, devs understand exactly what they're building, and more iteration, fail fast, fix fast, better internal communication and improved transparency, and most importantly, a better work environment, fewer crunch periods, more realistic expectation. Game director Sebastian Kalemba said, "We are very mindfully trying to scope it, making sure that the foundation is there. Whatever we create right now is super coherent across the board. This is shaping up to be CDPR's redemption arc." So here's exactly where we are and where this all could go. The Witcher 4 is Ciri's story, a new trilogy built on Unreal Engine 5, powered by custom tools and smarter design, aiming for 2027 or later, likely for the PlayStation 6 and next gen Xbox with cross-platform support. And even though it follows the Wild Hunt ending, CDPR confirmed this will be an entry point for new players too. If CDPR delivers on their vision, Witcher 4 could be the most refined, reactive, and narrative-rich RPG they've ever made. But here's the real question. Will they actually stick the landing this time, or will The Witcher 4 carry the weight of Cyberpunk's shadow? And we also have ex-CDPR veterans working on Blood of the Dawnwalker, an open-world vampire RPG game set to release in 2026. This has a lot of The Witcher DNA baked into this new vampire game, and we've also covered it on this channel, and we're going to continue to cover it on this channel, so go ahead and subscribe. And in my next Witcher 4 video, we will be covering the investors meeting and everything that was said there, and breaking it down and what that means for the future of The Witcher. And guys, I wanted to announce the Witch Hunt collection, which is going to be the first collection that will be available on the Balboa Club store when it launches. This specific collection is inspired by the Witcher series and the dark fantasy genre. This is a brand that I've really wanted to make for a long time. I didn't just want to make merch, but I wanted to make something special, something that mixes the really cool designs of the wrestling world with the things that we love the most, video games. And of course, the first design had to be inspired by my favorite game of all time, The Witcher 3. So this is something special that I've created for you. I want you to join the club, and I will announce when the store is about to launch through this channel. Now we're even going to TikTok and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, God bless, and join the Balboa Club today. Bye bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.